Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swamini Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Satarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnana Jana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Chapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Paramaga Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets, Raja Guhyam. So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita is teaching us very clearly that we have to remember him all the time. So otherwise we are in trouble. If you don't remember Krishna, we are in trouble. We need to understand it very clearly. There won't be any peace of mind at all. Without ourselves connecting with Krishna, our mind will be disturbed like anything all the time. Because of false ego, because of ahankara, thinking that I am the doer, you are the doer. So that means without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, because of ahankara, all the time we will be affected by raga and dvesa. There is attachment and aversion. Krishna is asking us, Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita very clearly that we should be freed from raga and dvesha. Raga, dvesha, vimuktaistu. Vimuktaistu means liberation. Raga, dvesha, vimuktaistu. We should be freed from raga and dvesha. That's what attachment and aversion. Raga, dvesha, vimuktaistu. Vishayan indriyais atmavasegi videyat. So we need to keep all the senses under the control of ourselves. So that means we should be able to remember Krishna all the time. If you don't remember Krishna means we will be disturbed by attachment and aversion. We are not freed from attachment and aversion. Only when we are remembering Krishna all the time, because we are attached to Krishna. When we are attached to Krishna, we are neutral to these material things. Whatever is happening in this material world, we are not attached. Not attached means we are neutral. That's what we should not be affected. That's the point we need to understand. So we need to neutralize. That's what is very important. The results, whatever results we are getting because of our actions, we know that we cannot sit idle. That we know very well. So if we cannot sit idle, means we have to act. Everyone is forced to act. So that means everyone is getting results for their actions. Now, we need to understand the secret. That's what the King of Secret, the topmost secret, that how to nullify those reactions, how to neutralize. They should not affect us. That science we should understand. That knowledge we should have. So our action should not affect us. That means it's not going to affect anyone also. Because it all depends upon everyone how they take the results. When we are doing something, some results are coming, and if others are getting affected, so that means it is because they are attached to the result. It's not us. And of course, we have to perform only the prescribed actions, prescribed duties. We cannot do anything, whatever we want, and say that I am not attached to the results. So results are not going to bind me. That's not the right thing. Because we should be performing only the prescribed duties. Niyatam kuru karma. Niyatam karma. Kuru karma niyatam. Kuru niyatam karma. That's why niyatam kuru karmatvam karma jayohi akarmana. So that way, our life should go in a very planned way. So our day-to-day activities, we should plan very well. What time we are going to bed, what time, how many hours we are sleeping, what kind of food we are making for Krishna, prasadam we are offering to Krishna. Everything should be planned. In fact, there is a way we need to do every day, every activity only for Krishna means, so that means everything should be regulated. Planned way means every action should be regulated way. That's what is known as yukta. Yukta means doing everything in a regulated way. It should not be beyond the limits. It should be within the limits. Either side, we should not go above the limits, beyond the limits. That's what we need to understand. Eating also, you should not eat too much. At the same time, we should not eat too little also. Even the same case applies to sleeping. One should not sleep too much and should not sleep too little also. That's what we need to understand. So that way, we need to perform only the prescribed duties. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karma jyayohi akarma. So then our results are not going to bind us. Our results are not going to affect us. That is the secret of this Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna is teaching us very, very clearly how to perform our acts in a Krishna conscious way. Because Krishna he taught Arjuna in the battlefield itself. Like Arjuna in the beginning, he was thinking that he was fighting for himself. Even though Krishna was with him, Arjuna knew very well that Krishna wanted him to fight. But Arjuna was thinking that the outcome of the war, the results, when he thought about the results, he was only thinking about himself. He was not thinking about what Krishna, of course, he wanted to please Krishna, there is no doubt about it. He loves Krishna so much, there is no doubt about it. But he did not have the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That also there is no doubt about it. That's why Arjuna asked so many questions to Krishna when Krishna gave this knowledge. If Arjuna knew everything well, then he would not have asked all these questions. After understanding this Bhagavad Gita, after hearing from Krishna and understanding it fully, then he understood very well that his goal is only to please Krishna, to do what Krishna wants. So, when any situation comes, or even every day, in any action, what we do, whatever we do every day, we should actually ask immediately the question that what Krishna wants. That's what is very important thing for us. So, then we should do. If Krishna is okay with doing that, then we need to do it. How we know that what Krishna wants? How we know Krishna's expectations? Arjuna didn't know. Even though Arjuna knew in the beginning that Krishna wanted him to fight. But Arjuna was only thinking about himself only. He was thinking about how is it going to affect him? But with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, he clearly understood. He was thinking about what Krishna wants out of this battle. So then he understood his goal is only to please Krishna, only to do what Krishna wants him to do. That's what he understood. So in the beginning he was thinking about the results, but at the end, when he understood this entire Bhagavad Gita, he understood very clearly that his goal is just to do what Krishna wants. Don't think about the results. We have to do the same way. We have to understand from Bhagavad Gita what Krishna wants from us. And Krishna is very clear in communicating with us. Whatever he told Arjuna is actually telling us also. He is teaching us also. Whatever he taught Arjuna, Krishna is teaching us also. And Krishna didn't give any room for any confusion or interpretation. That we need to understand. Because in Bhagavad Gita, there is no need for any interpretation. There is no room for any interpretation. We need to understand. Whatever message Krishna is conveying to us, it is every sloka, everything is very straightforward. That's why we don't go through the interpretations. We are just studying the slokas and understanding. It's very clear. Krishna is teaching us very, very clearly. And very simple Sanskrit actually. So very easy to understand. Not at all confusing. So that way, we have to understand from this Bhagavad Gita very, very clearly that we have to please Krishna and we should do only what Krishna expects us to do. So that means we should understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, and Krishna is teaching us very clearly that in every action we need to do it only for him. Sarva karmani. So sarva karmani api sada kurvano madhyapashyaga. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasaya. So like that, many places Krishna says very clearly that all the activities you do it only for me. That means we can remember Krishna and do it. When we are doing it only for Krishna, so that means we will be able to do it in a Krishna conscious way, every activity. We can remember Krishna. So that's what we are supposed to do. We have to do everything only for Krishna with the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita. Then things are going to go good. There is no confusion, there are no worries, and we will have peace of mind, and every day will go very normal, and we will be able to make progress on a daily basis, and we will be able to just go march towards Goloka. That's what is very important. So we have to do everything in Krishna conscious way, based on this Bhagavad Gita. So that means all of us have great opportunities in front of us to please Krishna, to do what Krishna expects us to do. So very clearly Krishna said that distribute this knowledge, explain this knowledge to my devotees. So that part we are very clear. And that's what is bringing us happiness. And when we give this knowledge, distribute this knowledge and make more devotees, we are very happy. And at that point of time, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we do, so then we are not going to be affected by, because we should not be even attached to the results when we are serving Krishna. We need to understand. We should not be thinking that, I'm telling this person to come and study Bhagavad Gita, he is not at all coming. So we should be even neutral to that person. If somebody is not somebody, mostly everyone, they are going to be like that way only. When you tell them come and study Bhagavad Gita, they are not going to come. And we should not be thinking that I'm telling and this person is not interested. So like that, we should not be even thinking like that. What to do? Krishna himself can't help. That is the reality. In this material world, we are in the Dukkalayam. Not everyone will become a devotee. We need to understand it very clearly. But we should not be attached to the results. We should not be going after the material sense objects. We should not be wasting time at all trying to please our material needs, trying to get what we want in this material world. That's why Krishna says very clearly in Bhagavad Gita that Sakta karmani avidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvam sata asaktaka chikeshu loka sangam. That's what Krishna says very clear. Sakta karmani avidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvam sata asaktaka chikeshu loka sangraham. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So, a person who has no knowledge, avidvamso, a person who has no knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, who is not a devotee of Krishna, a person has the knowledge means he is a devotee. So, a person who has no knowledge and how he is performing his activities with attachment. Sakta karmani avidvamsa yatha kurvanti. Yatha kurvanti means how he performs. how he performs with attachment. Kuryad vitvam tata. You also do like him, but you understand, you have the knowledge. So that way, tata asaktaha. So you perform like him, but you should not be attached to the results. That's what Krishna is teaching us. That's it. So for an outside person who is seeing, a devotee's actions may look like materialistic action. But in reality, it is not like that. For example, everyone thought in that battlefield, Arjuna was fighting for himself. When Arjuna fought in that battle, everyone was thinking like that way only. But Krishna knows Arjuna was fighting for Krishna. And Arjuna knows that Arjuna is fighting for Krishna. So, like that, even for us, we should know very well that we are doing everything for Krishna. So, Krishna knows. He is there in our heart. Krishna is teaching us this Bhagavad Gita now, the way how he taught this Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in the middle of the battlefield. Similarly, Krishna is teaching us Bhagavad Gita now. So now we are understanding very well. So we should do everything only for Krishna. That's what we need to understand. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then Krishna knows that we are doing it for Krishna. We should know, we should understand that we are doing it for Krishna. So that means we should do only what Krishna is asking us to do in this Bhagavad Gita, not anything else. And we should do everything in a very regulated way. So control everything. That's what is very important. So we know that we are not perfect. If we are perfect, we are ready to go to Goloka. But we know that the way to achieve that perfection, that we know that. We know that process. We are in that process. We know the path. We are following. So we are going towards Goloka. And we are progressing. That we need to understand it. First of all, day by day, our faith on Krishna is definitely increasing. That's the reason we are continuously coming and studying this Bhagavad Gita every day. Without faith on Krishna, it is not possible, because the only qualification needed to understand this Bhagavad Gita is the faith. That's it, that we have. And because of that, we are able to get this knowledge and make progress. All such things are possible. It's a slow and steady process. Sanai uparame. So gradually, step by step. But we are making progress. And then Krishna's causeless mercy, at one point of time, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavat Mam Pravatyate Vasudevam Sarvamiti. We will understand, we will realize that Krishna is everything, Vasudevam Sarvamiti, and we will simply surrender unto Krishna. That's what is going to happen. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 19 shlokas in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we finished. So what we have studied in the shloka number 18, Gathir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasaga Sharanam Shugurtu Prabhavaga Pralayagastanam Nidanam Bijamavyayam. So I am the Gathir. So goal, Gathir. And I am the sustainer, maintainer, supporter. So Bharta, Gathir Bharta. And I am the master, I am the Lord, Prabhu. So Gathir Bharta, Prabhu, and I am the witness. Krishna is the witness, Sakshi. Krishna knows everything what we do. So Krishna is the witness. As soon as we think, Krishna knows it. We don't even have to act. So normally any action before that, first think and then act. That's what happens. As soon as we think, Krishna knows. And Krishna is the abode, Nivasha. And he is the refuge, Saranam. And he is our well-wisher, the best friend. So most intimate friend, Sugar. And he is the creation and annihilation. So Prabhavaha, Pralayaha, Sthanam. So ground. So he is the ground for creation and annihilation. Nidanam. And Krishna is the resting place. And Bijam Avyayam. He is the eternal seed. So Aham Bija Prataka Pita. So I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. And I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place, and the eternal seed. That's what Krishna is saying. Then in the sloka number 19, what we studied, in the last lecture, last class. Tapamyakam maham varsham nigruhnami utsrjami cha amritam chaiva mrityuscha saddasachakam arjuna. Tapamyakam aham varsham. So I am the heat, I am the rain. Tapamyakam aham varsham. Nigrihnami utsrujami. Nigrihnami means I withhold, and utsrujami means I send forth. So I withhold and send forth. I am the heat, I am the rain. So that's why when we see excessive heat, that is Krishna. When we see it's really very cold, that is Krishna. When there is so much heavy rain, that is Krishna. When there is drought, there is not much rain, that is also Krishna. So that's what we need to understand. Tapamyakam aham varsham nigrihnami utsrujami. So we cannot think that we are so great and we can control the nature, that we can even cloud the seed the clouds and make the rain happen. But first of all, the clouds have to come to do that. We need to understand that. So when Krishna withholds the clouds, then there is no way we can make the rain to come. So that's what we need to understand. So amritam chaiva mrityuscha. So I am the both amritam. Amrityu means there is eternal immortality, and the death, mrityu. Sad dasat chaham arjunam. So I am the sad and asad, the spirit and the matter. So that's what Krishna is teaching. Oh Arjuna, I give heat, I withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality. I am also death personified. Both spirit and matter are in me. Then in the next sloka number 20, Krishna is very clearly teaching us that it's some concept what we are, not even concept, some scientific fact, truth Krishna is teaching us here, which we cannot get anywhere else. Krishna is teaching here in this sloka. Traividyamam somapa puta papa yajnairištva svargatim pratayante te punyamasādya surendra lokam Ashnanti divyan divideva bhoga. So, by knowing these three Vedas, Vidyas, so that's what Riksama Yajur Evacha we studied in the previous sloka. So, Krishna is not talking about Chatur Vidya, it's Krishna is saying this Vidya, so three Vedas. So, Adharvana is not here at that point of time when Krishna gave this knowledge. So, later Vyasadeva created them. So, Traividyamam Somapa Puta Papa. So, by drinking the Soma juice and purified, Puta Papa, purified from sins. So, Puta Papa, Yajnairištva Svargatim Prartayante. So, they perform yajnas, sacrifices, so for going to Swarga. So, Swargatim means going to the heavenly planets. So, Te Punyam Asadya Surendra Lokam. So, after getting such pious acts, actually purified from their sins, they achieve, so asadya, so they achieve the Surendra Lokam. Surendra Lokam means the planets for demigods, Indra Loka. So then Asnanti Divyan Divideva Bhogan. So they enjoy godly delights. So they Asnanti Divyan Divideva Bhogan. They enjoy godly delights there. So it is possible. It's possible for us to follow this Vedic instructions to go to heavenly planets. Still, it's a material way. We need to understand. There are also three modes of nature are controlling that we need to understand. So, Natadasti Prithvivyam va Dividevesu va Punaka. So, we already studied about that in the 18th chapter. So, everywhere three gunas are in control, but they enjoy their heavenly delights there. So, godly delights. Those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma juice, seeking the heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. Purified of sinful reactions, they take birth on the pious heavenly planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights. So it's possible, but there is problem, which we will understand in the next sloka. What is the problem of doing all these things and going to heavenly planets and enjoying? That we will understand tomorrow in the next sloka. So by Krishna's constant mercy, we have successfully finished 20 slokas in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाय सादि गौर भक्त वृंदाम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Thank you so much, Guruji. Today's class was a wonderful class, and I was listening to you very intently.
Yes.
I always do that, but today I was just thinking that yes, you are correct. So, Guruji, the activity that we do every day in our lives, first and foremost, definitely it is for Krishna. We always start our work with Krishna in mind, and the rest of it, Guruji, we should do it like a procedure, correct? In life.
Yes, but the
Is it-
motivation. Then to do any activity, we need some motivation. Without motivation, we cannot do any activity, correct?
Yes.
So
But,
where from the motivation comes? The materialistic people, they are very highly motivated because they are after the results.
Mhm.
So whereas for the devotees, so we need to understand that we are getting the motivation because we are doing it for Krishna.
Hmm.
We are not after
Yes.
the results. So that way, all the time we will be remembering, thinking that we are doing it for Krishna. So all the time we should, every activity, anything we do, we should always know that, think that we are doing it for Krishna. We cannot separate, let me do this for me first, then I will do it for Krishna. Nothing like that. There is no activity, something like that we can split like that. Everything we do, it is for Krishna because all the results belong to Krishna only.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you. And yes,
You
to
understand?
say that, yes, Guruji. And another thing which you were saying that, yes, you can tell hundreds of people, but they come with their problems pouring down. But when you tell them that, listen, just read this, you will get everything. Nah, they're not willing to accept. That is also a real reality, Guruji. That is one thing. Anyway, that like you said, Krishna will choose who wants to be his disciple or not. That also he chooses, I'm sure. And thank you so much, Guruji. It's a blessing to be in this class, as I've always said. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kripa Lakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
So
Krishna.
thank you for this wonderful class, Guruji. And I had a little doubt about the prescribed duties, Prabhuji. I'm not sure what are my prescribed duties, Prabhuji.
Whatever Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, they are all prescribed duties only. So everything. Krishna is asking us to sit and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day. We need to do that. Krishna is asking us to control our eating process. That we have to do that. And sleeping, we need to, it should be regulated. And prasadam, we need to offer to Krishna. Krishna is very clearly teaching us. And then we need to make prasadam only in the mode of goodness. So that we need to do that. So like that, and we need to spread this Bhagavad Gita to everywhere, to all the devotees who are ready to listen. We cannot spread this Bhagavad Gita to everyone. So only those who are willing to listen, willing to understand, only to them. So that is a prescribed routine. So like that, everything, whatever we are doing it, in order to do all those things, we should be depending upon the situation in the family, correct? If we have to go to work, means we need to think that we are going to work to do all these things. We should not be thinking that we are going to do job working. We are working for earning money or earning for other things. We should think that. So that way, that also will become a prescribed duty only, because in order to do all this service to Krishna, we are going to work. That's how we need to think. So like that way, everything as per Bhagavad Gita, when we do, they are all prescribed duties. You understand that, Mataji?
Yes, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Honey Pepper Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you for another really, really interesting class, wonderful class. Thinking a lot about what you were saying about do everything for Krishna.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what it looks like to other people. You know, we have to learn not to worry about the opinions of others so much. And as long as we know that what we're doing, we're truly doing for Krishna, then we're okay.
That's exactly correct. Yes, Mataji.
So, you know, that was really encouraging. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Only Krishna knows whether we are doing it for him or not. He can only judge. We need not worry about anyone else. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare.
So, whatever I missed in the last week, yesterday I could complete all the 6 days, whatever I could not attend. That is really very good, and I could hear YouTube this
Yes.
thing, and then I made it. Thank you, Guruji. One thing. Second thing is today's sloga made us to think in different ways. As long as the so many religions, that itself is many. That is Islam and Christianity and Hinduism, like that. So many. That itself is making people thinking in different ways.
Mhm.
And even if we take so many castes in Hinduism itself, so many castes. When so many castes are there in Hinduism, this today's sloga is very much suitable to think in that line, that many people could not follow the real Bhagavad Gita because by birth in their caste, they follow their own demigods, and then they follow that, and then even there also they have their own Gurujis and all that. So it is a very tough job to make the whole complete Hinduism, to bring Krishna's thinking and Krishna's way. It is a very tough job. Unless otherwise, everywhere Guruji is teaching Krishna in all the different communities, then only it is complete Krishnaism will come. That is my
Yes.
today's
We need
slogan.
to- We need to try our level best to spread, and there are definitely many thousands of devotees are there to identify. We need to identify them, bro. Definitely, there is
That we have to identify.
that we have to act. Yes, bro. That's it.
That is very interesting, important.
We need to plan.
So, yeah. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji.
Hare-
Thank you for the class, Guruji. I'm in the hospital. I will revert tomorrow again.
Yes. ma'am.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hope all is well with you, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
And-
Yes.
okay. So thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you very much for keeping us all in Krishna consciousness, and also telling us this Rajavidya in such a nice way. Every day we are reminded that the purpose of whatever we do is Krishna. So, and also that Krishna knows whether our actions are for him or, we are doing it for him or not. That is also a very important thing. So it helps us also to regulate whatever we do.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Sunil Srivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Asha Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna. Asha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Sunil Srivas-
Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare-
Wonderful class as usual, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
For our peace of mind, we should remember Krishna all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Material attachments are so strong only. We have to decide our goal and regulate our duties well, Guruji.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Krishna's mercy is there, Mataji. He will make sure
Yes,
that
Guruji.
we will
Yes.
do everything and we'll go.
Thank you so much, Guruji,
Thank
that you are keeping us in Krishna consciousness every day.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for
Thank
all
you.
your efforts and motivation.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, 20th. Can you explain it?
Oh, sloka number 20.
Yes, Guruji.
Actually, Krishna is teaching us here that Trividya mam somapa puta papa. So Trividya means and following the knowers of the three Vedas. Trividya. Vidya means the knowledge, knowing the knowers of the three Vedas. So they, after drinking the soma juice, purified from sins. So they worship me. That's what mam ishtva, with sacrifices. So yajna istva, yajna. So with sacrifices, they worship me for achieving the Swarga Loka. Swargatim prartayante. Prartayante means they pray. They pray prarthana. So prartayante. So they pray with the goal to go to, not to Goloka, but to Swarga Loka. So that means they would have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That's it. So sometimes with just going along with the Vedas, if you don't understand the real purpose of Vedas, then it's a problem. So already we studied about that. Krishna in the second chapter itself told very clearly that Yamimam Pushpitam Vacham Pravadanti Avipaschitaga Veda Vada Rathaga Partha Nanyatastiti Vadinaga Kamatmanaga Swarga Paraga Kriya Visesa Bahulam. So Bhogeswarya Gatim Pratim. That's what Krishna said.
Yes.
So that's what they do. So there's the same thing here. Krishna is saying that they don't have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, but they know the Vedas. So by not understanding the Vedas clearly, so they just want to go to material heavenly planets, Swargaloka, and they worship. And after they achieving the Swargaloka, they enjoy the godly delights there. That's what Krishna is saying. But what's going to happen after that, we will study in the next sloka, Mataji, tomorrow.
Okay, Guruji. Yes, understood. Yes. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sunil Shivas Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Thank you for motivating us daily.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Subhalakshmi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Myself, for some doubt, small doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Golaka separate or Swarga separate, are both same?
They are completely separate. Swargaloka is material planet. It is not Goloka. Goloka is spiritual planet. It's Krishna as well. Once we go to Goloka, we will not come back. But if you go to Swargaloka, we will die there also and come back again. Yes, ma'am. So they are not the same. Yes, ma'am.
So we are going to Goloka.
We should go to Goloka only, not to Swargaloka. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you,
We aim to
Prabhuji.
go to
Thank you
Goloka.
very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Have a wonderful class, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Sheila Mataji, Hare Krishna. Swati.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for showering all daily blessings on us, Guruji. Today also we learned that everything we do, we should do for Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
You're right.
But
when we start doing, we say, Krishna, it's for you. We are doing it for you. I am nothing. I am always for you. But in the middle of it, all goes out.
that's over a period of time, it won't go like that. We will be remembering Krishna only and doing it for Krishna. That's what we need to practice, Mother. That's it. We need to practice doing like that.
You're right, Guruji.
We should
When
think
we start,
whatever we do, we are doing it for Krishna only. We have done it for Krishna only. Whatever we have done, we should think that we have done it for Krishna. Whatever we are doing, we should think that we are doing it for Krishna. Yes.
yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much for daily consciousness of Krishna. You are giving us very much. Thank you, Guruji, for your motivation.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Swati, Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam
Hare
Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, we are studying the Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter, Raja Guhya. Just in this chapter, it is whole thing is Krishna Arpanam. We have to do everything for Krishna. We just have to surrender to Krishna. He will solve all our problems. And we have to always remember Krishna. Whenever the moment we go away from Krishna, we fall into the material world, which is, there is no peace and all miseries, raga, dvesha, ahankara, everything. We have to free from all this raga, dvesha. We have to neutralize our reactions. We have to regulate. We should perform prescribed duties, and every day we have to regulate our actions without, not beyond limit. Then results will not bind us. Arjuna also, after understanding Bhagavad Gita, did whatever Krishna wants. Krishna is very clear in teaching us. There is no confusion. The whole his teachings, Bhagavad Gita, is a straightforward thing, easy to understand. We have to please Krishna, should do whatever Krishna wants us to do. All activities we have to do only for Krishna. We have to remain in Krishna consciousness all the way and distribute the Bhagavad Gita knowledge to known devotees. We should not be attached to results and the material world, what Krishna says. We should know, we should do everything for Krishna. Faith is the thing. Normally, when people do all actions, that is result oriented, and only the true devotees of Krishna who have faith in Krishna, they perform all duties, they results everything they unto Krishna. They do everything for Krishna, and they Krishna Arpanam they do, and all the things, the result they leave to Krishna. That is what I understood. And in the 19th sloka, Krishna is telling, I am the heat, I am the rain, I am the regulator, I am the withholder, I am the person who sent forth, I am the immortality, I am the death personified, I am the spirit and I am the matter. In today's sloka, Krishna is telling, followers of the three Vedas, they drink Somaras and performing all sacrifices, and they go to heavenly planet as they desire. They achieve Indraloka, they enjoy their all godly delights. That is what told in the 20th sloka. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Mahendra Shukla, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Brahma Nandi Sachi.
Nandi Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Sorry Guruji, that point of time I could not pick up the telephone. Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu.
So people are aware only to go to Sorgaloka, Guruji. Everyone talk about only I want to go to Sorga only. No? So this is the general awareness. Anyway, one more Loga is there, the Gologa, that I think people are not aware. That is what I'm thinking. Anyway, Guruji, it's very wonderful.
We should understand the difference between going to Swargaloka and Goloka. We will by studying the sloka tomorrow, 21st sloka, we'll understand it. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Since childhood, we hear only this. Yeah, are you going to Swarga or something like that? So anyway, so this is a new learning, Guruji. So many people are not aware. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you for your effort, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. I just had one doubt. So it may seem a little irrelevant, but then I wanted to ask, is that so the conscience which was pricking Arjun in the beginning, that was his ahankar, you're saying, correct?
Yeah.
That guilt, feeling guilt.
Krishna himself told Arjuna very clearly that is ahankar. So he told very clearly that yadahankaram ashitya nayotsa iti manyase midyaisa vyavasayaste prakriti swam niyokshati. Because of ahankara, you are saying, you are thinking that I shall not fight. So that's what Krishna himself told Arjuna. Yes, ahankara.
So Guruji, let's for a moment imagine that a person without Arjun's consciousness, his conscientious behavior or attitude, what if he were to, say that I'm doing it for you, Krishna? That is not the same. Correct, Guruji?
It is not the same. That's why this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna knows. Krishna is in the heart. He knows whether we are really doing it for Krishna or not. We can sometimes say that I'm doing it for you, Krishna, but we may be doing it for us. Because Krishna knows. So the Krishna, but if we are really doing it for Krishna, then we are going to be successful. Whatever we really do it for Krishna, it's going to be successful. Even our Bhagavad Gita lecture is very unique, correct? So many devotees we are every day studying together for years, correct? So this is a very, very unique thing what we are doing, and we have a great opportunity to make it even much bigger actually. Many devotees we can bring. So this Krishna knows that we are doing it for Krishna. That's why it is successful. We are very successful. Yes,
another question, Guruji, since you just said that Goloka is a spiritual world. So is it possible to get a taste of Goloka in this world itself if you were to follow the Bhagavad Gita and listen to Krishna all the time? Is it possible, Guruji, to understand what it could be, the spiritual aspect of it, Guruji? That's what I am. To a certain
extent, we understand whatever is given in the scripture. So in Brahma Samhita, it is mentioned to a certain extent, but unfortunately, we have only the 5th chapter of Brahma Samhita. So, but we know from Bhagavad Gita itself very clearly that whatever the knowledge we need to know about Goloka, we already know from Bhagavad Gita. We know that if we go there, we will not die. So it's permanent. Life is permanent. We will not come back. That we know from Bhagavad Gita very clearly. So we know that there is a permanent abode, permanent life there. And Krishna says very clearly that Brahmanohi pratisthagam amritasya avyayasya cha sasvatasya dharmasya sukasya ekanti tasya cha. So I have established this Goloka, which is amritasya. So there is no death. We know that if we go to Goloka, it is no death. Padam gachanti anamayam. So there is a destination we'll go where there are no miseries. So that's what. And then avyakta, so it is beyond the material sense perception. So that's what. Amritasya, avyayasya, then it is eternal. Avyayasya means it's imperishable. It's always there. That's what. Amritasya, avyayasya, sasvatasya. Everything, all these three same meaning. Amrita, avyayasya, sasvata, all permanent. That's what. Sasvatasya. Then dharmasya, so there is dharma, everything is righteous, prevails there, over there, there is no adharma. Only in this material world only, Krishna is saying that yada yadagi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya. So that adharma can happen here, but in Goloka everything is dharma only. That's what dharmasya. So sasvatasya dharmasya sukasya ekantitasya. It is completely full of happiness. So that's why anamayam, no misery is there. And we know that that Goloka is a place where there is no sun or moon. So that also Krishna says very clearly, Natat Vasayate Suryo Nasasanko Na Pavakam Yadgatva Na Nivartante Taddama Paramam Amam. So we also know that when this material world is annihilated and created, so there is nothing is going to happen in Goloka. It's always permanent. Paragat Tasmatu Bhavonyu Avyaktat Vyaktat Sanatanaga Yasya Sarvesu Bhutesu Nasyatsu Na Vinasyati. So Yadgatva Na Nivartante Taddama Paramam Mama. If you go there, we will not come back. That is Krishna's supreme abode. So we know that this material world is Dukhalayam Asasvatam, Goloka is Sukhalayam Sasvatam. So to that extent, we know from Bhagavad Gita itself.
Thank you, Guruji. Guruji, are we starting Srimad Bhagavatam?
I want to some point. I think it will happen. Krishna's mercy in the future. I'm just looking for the right time to start this. So once They
Thank you.
commit to that, then we have to continue. That's why I'm just waiting. Yes, Mother. Krishna always fulfills our desire, correct? So he's going to do,
Yes.
definitely, no doubt. Yes.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice class. And really, Mataji and all devotees have expressed very nice feelings and very, say, Lord Krishna is everything, that he is the creator and annihilator, everything. So you should surrender, and there is no other way out. Really, I am very part of, should partake this nectar, this ambrosia from this Gita class. Really, that God is everything. Lord Krishna is everything, and he is the Bija, and we can enjoy the divine Divya Sakti. So he is that he purifies our all sins and everything when you surrender to Lord Krishna. Even if Ozamila, such a sinner, by chanting the name of Narayana, there are so many examples. So even if Sudama, Krishna's friend, analogies are there, and we should proud that we are in the Gita class. We have to this transcendental knowledge, by which this divine knowledge we can enjoy this ambrosia. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata naman, naman, naman.
Hare Krishna. Let's listen to Srila Prabhupada's. Anita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Ram, 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 Hare.
Hare
Pranam, Guru.
Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna.